You know also why you are poor? You are chasing money. Oh no, I have a degree. I can't be doing that. No, 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 no. Who do you think you are? And then imagine the goal of these people offering me that low paying job and I have a degree. That's why you are poor. Speak to anyone, whether he's the CEO of a company, whether he owns a multinational company, and ask them where did they begin. Because the understanding of true wealth is to understand what needs to be done to take you where you need to go without relying on someone else. Does that mean that you must cut people out of your life? No. When I say relying on someone else, it's someone who comes to you and say to you, it's only through me that you can get in here. Well, here's a news flash. If people say no to you 1,000 times, the 1,001th person will say yes. You keep on going. If you believe that your way can be blocked by a human being, you will stay poor. Do you know that do you think that you're the only person who has ever heard a no? All of us, we heard no in our lives. We heard the no's that broke our hearts. We got the rejection that destroyed us. It stripped us of our confidence. It stripped us of our belief that things will get better. It stripped us of our faith. Did we stop? No. You keep on going. You keep on going. And you don't stop until you get what you want. You think that a person is going to come to you and say to you, here is what you've always wanted. No. You have to fight for it. If you have people in your life right now, because that is the secret of success, the road to riches, those who don't support you on your journey, they must go. So if you have people in your life right now who's holding you back, but you know what? It's how they are. No, it's not how they are. It's how you are and what you accept. If you have people in your life who's a burden, let them go. If you have people in your life who just wants to remind you of your strife, you know the words I hate? Ek wil maar net vir jou help. Help with what? Can you give me 500,000 right now? That is help. That is help. It's not help when you give someone food. That's your duty and your responsibility. So you want to feel good and great because you gave food to someone who was hungry? That is the least of what you can do. Unless, of course, you don't have, even you yourself, you don't have food. Or someone, I don't know without you what I would have done. Well, darling, you would have lived without me because you breathed. You were breathing before I arrived. And even when I go out of your life, you will continue breathing. I am not responsible for your breath, your heartbeat, your sanity. I'm not. I don't operate your brain. So why would you say, if it wasn't for you, I don't know what I would have done? No, I'm just the vessel who came to help you at the time when you needed it. And it was in my power to do so. You don't sing the praises of someone who has helped you. You say thank you. And that is another thing. If you yourself are always helping, but always complaining, that is what is keeping you poor. You are keeping yourself locked in poverty. Because no, you know what? Ek doen so baie vir hierdie mense, but they don't appreciate. Stop doing it. As mense jou goedheid opvreet, why are you doing it? It says a lot about you. You are poor because you have low self-esteem and you lack the confidence to say no. And look, if you say no to someone, say it with confidence. Say it with clarity. And know why you are saying it. Because you cannot help everyone. You cannot help at the cost of yourself. You cannot help and then you have to struggle afterwards. And here's an important thing that you have to remember. When you say, I don't have to give, it doesn't mean that your cupboards must be bare. Yes, you can say, I don't have to give. What I have is for me at the moment. You are not part of my budget. And I'm not saying I want to repeat that. I'm not saying that if you can do good, that you don't do it. Because no, you and your family are fine. When it is in your power to help someone. Have a heart. Have compassion, for goodness sake, man. Sometimes someone is dying of hunger next to you and you are eating and you don't even offer a slice of bread, saying that no, they must see for themselves. Then you are heartless when you do that. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that when the same person comes to you month after month and now you have to make them part of your budget and they don't contribute, you can say no. And you can say no with confidence. Do not let sympathy keep you in poverty. You know what is the danger to the biggest threat to wealth is the ach shame brigade. Ach shame, you are so poor. Ach shame, I just want to help you. Ach shame, you have nothing. Ach shame, I can see you are struggling. That is your threat to your wealth. Because a person who genuinely and truly cares about you, when you go through a difficult time, they will be there to support you, but they won't remind you of your strife. When you are part of the Achshaim Brigade, or when you are in the circle of the Achshaim Brigade, you will stay poor. I don't know what happens to us, and I've seen this happen very, very often. We put someone in a certain bracket or a certain level, right? We decide this person is in a higher level than me or he's below me. We compare. We do that. And we have the attitude. When I assume that you are struggling, you never said anything. But according to my standards, my superficial materialistic standards, I now think, shame, you are struggling. It seems as if now I assume that you lack the ability to get yourself out of the situation. There is this almost thinking or perception that when you don't have money, you are stupid. You are stupid, you don't know anything. Let me teach you, because you know what? I have a job. So let me teach you, let me say to you, what can you do? How you can get out of the situation? Why don't you start selling things? Stop. Stop with that attitude. Someone who is struggling doesn't need your sympathy. Someone who is struggling doesn't need you to feel sorry for them. They need to be reminded of their power. They need to be reminded of what is possible and what they can do. I'm not talking about, have you thought about selling this? Screw you if you are like that. Because we all have been in that situation where you have to rely on someone for food, for a job, for the outcome, for help when you are studying and you need books and you don't have the money to buy it. So what gives you the right, because you think that you are in a better situation, to come and preach and dictate? Who do you think you are when your own life is in a worse mess? You will find that person you think it's poor and struggling have more riches and more plans in their minds. They are more focused than what you are. And when the doors open, when they cross the River Jordan and they explode into success and prosperity and abundance, now you don't know how to handle them because you have put them in a box of poverty. But you know what? Why you and me, why all of us, we don't have power over someone? When we don't have power over someone, it is someone who understands themselves, who understands what is important, what they want, how they want to achieve it. They have plans. They have a path. They have determination. They have the focus and the vision. And on top of that, to finish it all, they do what needs to be done. They don't just talk, they do.